go to that direction, right, Murali, we need to find out the legal things, because managing people money or creating funds, I think we wanted to slowly evaluate how legally we can do it. Because touching people money is a scary thing, buddy. You can play with your PF the way you want, but when you are accountable,
see, we all buy stocks, right? We all buy stocks. Similarly, stocks goes up and down. So we are investing in ThinkSabio, right? It's not it will go up and down. Simple, right?
Yeah. So,
but since we have logic, right? So we won't be like anybody. See, we buying ETF would won't see if I put $1,000 ETF, right? It won't become 800, right? It will become 900 or something, right? Or not zero. It's just thinking, put in the mind. I want to ask you a long time. I want to ask you this thing, because the many people are there. They want to replicate your trades, but they get like busy with some work, everything. But replicating a ETF is a safe bet, right? And I think you have done enough thing. I have confidence in you. Instead of buying ARK and Schwab or it's like that.
Murali, I really appreciate your confidence in me, but I don't know if I am there yet, buddy. Just few success cannot conclude. I wanted to stay. See, here's the thing.
Yeah, and say one more thing.
So one more thing.
I'm talking this thing, not because CRVS. Frankly speaking, I'm talking this before CRVS only. I had this mind in the last call. I want to ask you. I don't want to spoil other people's time, right? I was quiet. This is in my mind. I was thought to ping you in Telegram many times. Same idea. Okay, that why?
No. I think it's good idea, definitely. But I wanted to make sure that legality and I'm really qualified yet. It's only experimenting on myself, right?
No, you have good thing. You have a good partners, right? I mean, Venu and some. I know some people, right? Some bio gurus. It's not a anyways, anyway, I don't want to take this topic. I'll keep it for
okay,
other time.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's no formal meeting. It's just that we all wanted to be here. Venu, here? Are you here, buddy?
Headphones bit call, huh?
Yeah, I'm here, Sagar.
Okay, wonderful.
We want to see you, Venu.
Buddy, you need to show up your video then.
Hi, Venu. Hi, Venu.
Hi, everyone.
At least virtually we'll see each one of us. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So is that Hanish, right, Venu? That
What's
one?
that,
Which one, buddy? I think we're Venu.
Yes, Sagar.
Oh, so the name under Hanish, right? I see the name as Hanish here. Oh, no, that's different. Okay, my bad.
You can see Venu. It's V.
Yeah, it's just we.
Yeah.
Hanish is different.
Little different, buddy. Venu, that I have seen you last time.
We are going older.
But not the mind.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but it was a great day, Andy.
Yeah. It's a phenomenal day. So let's start off. Team ThinkSapiens, I wanted to welcome every one of you for the quick meetup that we called on, right? So I wanted to first start off thanking our parents, and then the gurus, who taught us to get over here, and then of course the God. So let's thank all these three people, right, and to get us where we are here. So I've humbly expressed my gratitude to parents and gurus, and then God. And then we'll start off today's phenomenal day, is CRVS, right? So before I talk any further, I wanted to first introduce our bio guru. And he's the man who brought bio to our ThinkSabio, sharing all his knowledge, wisdom, and relentlessly and selflessly, and he has done tremendous contribution. So I let him to talk, and mostly all your questions will direct to him. I'm more like just listen to the story, but of course if you have questions for me, I would love to take. But this show is more of I think it belongs to Venu's day. I declare it as the hero Venu, or bio hero. He brought the phenomenal success, and many. Please, if you are not talking, can you please mute it kindly? So that way, we will not have any sway. Okay, Venu, that being said, buddy, Venu, you can talk, what you wanted to share to our Thinksapiens who are eagerly waiting to see you or talk, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Aigar.
it's
I
on you
know
now.
you said a lot of things about me, but ultimately, anyone can only pitch the idea or say what they think about any stock. But it comes to the person who is getting into the stock, whether the risk or the reward, it all totally belongs to the person who is executing it. So So I don't know how much credit I get, but it's truly the person who is executing that trade gets the most of the credit, should get the most of the credit. So it's everyone's victory, to be honest. Whoever has been with ThinkSabio for so long and into CRBS over the years, they all deserve it. And finally, the day has come today. That's what I feel. And like you said, I do thank my parents, you, and also my God. So it's all like stars aligning for us for this day. So that's all from my side. Glad that it worked out pretty well, and many got benefited from it. And hope we use this returns in a better way and this experience in a better way in the future, and to avoid the same old mistakes that include myself. So that's all I have.
Yep, that's true, buddy. So, Thinksapiens, do you want to ask him any questions? I have some that I always talk to him or whatever, but yeah, it's open here. You can express honestly questions like whatever you have in your mind.
When is your birthday?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, go ahead, Murli.
I was saying, when is your birthday? I'll put in my calendar and wish you on that day.
You're asking me or Saigar?
You, buddy.
Venu. You are the
December
man,
4th.
right? You are the man.
You're the hero today.
December 4th. I think it's a team's victory, to be honest. It's everyone because it's been over 3.5 years that we are all into CRVS, and at least me and Saigar, especially, we traveled together a lot on this. And so it's to be honest, we all spoke about CRVS many, many, many times because there were so many downs than so many ups. So every time there was a down, there was a discussion. So honestly, it's a team victory, but that we sustained to this day. Um, Hopefully, we continue to get more of these kind of moves where we have a very good position, and we can reap the harvest to the maximum potential. So we'll hope these days come more often than not.
Hey, Venu, can you briefly say how did you enrich your skills in the bio? Because I don't know whether you're a IT guy or
I come from a pharmaceutical background.
okay.
So I have a understanding of drugs, molecules, mechanism of action, and all this that sort of things. So I have a personal interest into bio. Not that I don't like tech. I work in a tech industry only, but I it's not like I don't like it. But I truly believe that the true money lies in bio investing. Because if you size, maybe you lose more often, but the winners will be filling up for that losers as well. So I always say to the people who I talk to more regularly that a lot of money is in bio investing. So, but people overlook that because of the binary events where you lose everything. Uh, but it is what it is. But the odds are more skewed to upside if you play it right and if you have a settled portfolio and all that such.
You're saying that you did lose or something like
Oh,
so.
I lost a lot of things
No, no,
in bio
no. I
investing.
understand. We also did that, but in general, what are the scenarios which caused you the loss? Are the readouts, or how did you means from the past
Mostly binary
experience?
readouts only, because when you dig more into a pharmaceutical company working in early stage, what excites you more is the science, when you like the science and when you think it will be a game changer in today's world, like when there is no approved drug in that particular indication, you feel more confident that the reward is huge and risk is little, but it only comes to the binary event where you will see the real nature of that science. So it depends. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's part of the game in bio.
So,
Hey, so this is Kedar. So first of all, I want to thanks a ton to both of you. That I am in this group for last maybe 3 4 years, and CRUS I'm holding almost for long. I think I have mentioned that in the past. My trade price was $1.64 or 65 cent, and today I
Wow.
did not. Yeah. Today I did not realize one of my friend pinged me, hey, did you sell your CRUs? I said, yeah, I was about to. And he said, no, no, look at the group. And I said, what the heck? What happened today? And it was great. So first of all, I said in the group, but I personally want to thanks both of you. And I know this meeting is especially for CRVS, but I also want to thanks a lot to our another guy, Mr. SPY. And there's a guy called SA. I don't know who is that.
Yeah,
You
Raj
four
Millionaire.
guys. Sorry?
Essay, he said.
Oh, is
SA, SA.
SA
SPY
he's
and
talking
essay.
about?
He
Okay.
said both.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
My bad.
Those, you four guys are tremendous. I would say you are the biggest pillar of this group. And I really want to thanks from bottom of my heart, whatever you have done for this community, for this group. So first, thanks. Now, second question everyone may have is how long we should hold this? Is it like you're looking at a long term? Because it has, if you see I have very few. Unfortunately, I have 100 or something like that. But my percentage is like 840% up almost.
Yeah.
So the question is, with your knowledge, with your whatever you have learned so far, should we hold a little bit more, or because I'm here to hold for longer time. So what is your view on that?
Seriously, no one can answer that question, to be honest. But first of all, congratulations. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. If you don't know you have the stock in your portfolio, that might become a wonderful thing for you in future. But not every time. But sometimes it's a very good, practice to forget about stocks
No, so
which you have highest conviction.
why I was forgetting only because of you both guys. You always used to talk always positive about this, and I said no. If they are positive, I'm okay, even if I lost 100%. That was
I mean,
my
honestly, because we talk many stocks, but sometimes some work, some doesn't. But you sticking to it is the whole credit goes to you actually, because you are the one who held it. Because last year it went to $10, and during the April tariff thing, it went to 2.5 or 2.62, if I remember it correctly. Then again, it went to 22 odd today. So it's like a whole cycle going back and forth, and holding through that is not an easy thing.
yeah,
So if you are not watching that stock, it's a great habit. Sometimes it helps you to grow more. That's where the emotion kicks in, to be honest. So coming
yeah,
to your
yeah.
second question, selling is truly based on the individual, because the data today
Appetite.
was stellar, but at the same time, the next catalyst could be one or two in the second, third quarters. If not, if company wants to surprise on ALPS, that's another data set that we are expecting, and company hasn't said anything about it. So that could be in Q1. Other than that, until Q4, there is not much going on with CRVS, other than if Dr. Miller can pull out something out of his hat with a partnership or a buyout, but nothing else in the near term side. So profit booking doesn't hurt. So anyways, you're sitting at 840. You don't want to let that go. book
Yeah.
some profit and you can get back in whenever the market conditions are very bad. There won't be a uptrend all the time, so you always get more opportunities. So it's all about how you execute, how you book profits. I mean, nobody went bad booking profits. So
That is true. Yeah.
yeah,
Once again, thanks a
yeah.
lot.
So based on the pricing, if the pricing is more upsized, like 16 to 18 or even $20 market price, then tomorrow we're gonna see the more skew towards upside. So that is when you can trim some and keep some.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a
Market
lot,
always
boss.
gives up opportunity, because I know
Yes.
I myself felt that I don't want to sell. I didn't want to sell in the initial stages, but at some time, at some point in your investing journey, you'll feel that, okay, we'll get ample of opportunities. Just book the profit and wait for the opportunity, because this is not for CRVs to get into the market. It at least take 4 to 5 years. So for the
Hmm.
atopic dermatitis, but not for PTCL. But still, there is a long way to go. PTCL, maybe by end of 2027, they can get a fast track approval, because it's a fast track designation. There is no approved, even though approved therapies, there are approved therapies for PTCL, but still, the soclatinib is still better, outperforming the current approved drugs. So in that sense, they could get the fast track approval with current FDA, where they are not asking for two registration trials. They just need
Hmm.
one if the drug really works. So we hope so. Hopefully by end of next year, where they get the PTCL into the market, maybe that has 1.2 to 1.5 billion peak sales. So that should keep around 2 to 3x of market cap. Like today, it went to 1.6 at the close. So maybe at 3 to 4 billion, PTCL is just the PTCL holds 3 to 4 billion of CRVS market cap. But if we price in atopic dermatitis, it should be much higher. So it depends on how big pharma is going to take this. So other than that, there is not much catalyst going on for this year, except one or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Veni Garu and Sairam Garu, for a lot. I'm also in this journey CRVS since long time. I think that same time when you Sairam Garu and you suggested that. I think today. What we missed last year, you mentioned the 10 or 13. We are able to recover everything now, and today is a big day for me, especially because of the confidence which provided by this team. I think we achieved everything what we want, and I like what you said, the two words. How we are using these returns is very important after this success. That's one thing, and also execution is the second thing. What's your next bio thing, Annie? Garu?
Congratulations, Veera. Other than CRVS, I only own Poly for now, but I do have high expectations on AB Vax. So that is
Yes.
one. Second thing is Palisade. Third thing, Guts. Guts is still a good one, but with recent Eli Lilly's pill, orforglipron, that is one we have to keep in mind. But Guts still have a decent market size to capture. So that's an interesting thing to see in the next 10 days, because that is scheduled for January release. Other than that, there are other buyout candidates, but not a big one. Like there is one more 10x TNX. That is an interesting one to see, because they have two phase three trials this year. So
Mhm.
that's one to focus on. Yeah, but that's in third and fourth quarter, if I'm not wrong. So there is time for that. But other than that, regular things that I share in the group, that's it.
I mean, I'm just keep so much into the KOD, Kodak
Product
Biosciences.
sciences.
This
Yeah,
is
it's been a while. I didn't look into it, but
because they have
uh,
one failure, like 1.5 year back or 2 years after that, they have success, and then the big investors came into the Kodak, Baker Brothers, and all those. Next month is they are having Catalyst.
Okay.
Maybe, I mean, that's where I felt it's good to talk in the group. Maybe something. Which
Yeah, I'll
we
look into it if I get a chance, but it's been a while that I did dig into it.
Kodak Biosciences.
Yeah.
Yeah, bicycle. There is no near-term catalyst on bicycle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think bicycle is more into oncology, right? So it takes time, there won't be any. That's the same thing with CRVS. CRVS, the first time I knew about CRVS was in 2021. When there was a talk, the news about PTCL initial data, just like today. CRVS made some very good news data release in 2021 or 22 regarding the PTCL, where they have shown PFS better than the approved drugs and extended the patient's life much longer than what are currently in the market. So that's what grabbed my attention at that point. That's the first time I looked into CRVS. So same thing, bicycle or anything, Uh, most of the oncology drugs take longer time for the trial because that's more about progression-free survival, and overall survival rate. So it depends how long the drug can prolong patient's life and all that stuff. So it takes time.
yeah, that's why I sold 99%. Only I just kept 600.
Yeah, this year it's more about the companies which have catalyst, honestly, because the bull market has started in for biotech, especially if you look at XBI, it started around 60-70 rebound. Then probably in September or October. From that time, it went almost to 100% move. So market is still in early phases of bull market. So I think we're going to get appreciation like today if the data is good. So we need to more focus on catalyst than long-term investing. Just to sit on the drug for next year catalyst, it doesn't make any sense. If our capital is not making any returns on a good market, so we should shuffle the capital definitely this year, especially.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. We have a family members who work for the Precision Biosciences, and these stocks, if we keep it forever, sometimes goes up, and after that, it value like a dollar pennies. It depends on. We cannot say just to forget like Nvidia or anything like especially bio stocks, the small ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Sairam Garu, also because of your confidence.
I didn't do anything, buddy.
Hey, guys, I think few months back in November, I met Sairam Garu. Maybe it's time to meet again.
You're going to bring some sweets so we can eat together.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Hope I don't have sugar by that time.
No, I can fly next week when you are ready.
But thank you, buddy. Of course, as Venu said, your conviction, your execution, as Danu always says, no matter who gives the ticker or symbol, but the person who executes, who stays behind it, is really matters. Because CRVS went from 1 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 8, 8 to 6, 6 to 3. It did very good rounds like any other stock.
Yeah.
So despite of that, who has persevered, who has conviction, right, confidence, and stood is the one who is reaping the harvest today, right? But I think every opportunity, if we can seize it, which we did it, I mean, based on our circumstances, I think there was a great opportunity. If you take the recent example, right, after the JPM conference, they cancelled it suddenly, right? So, and everybody has their own thoughts. Hey, why did they cancel it? Why did they? So I mean, I'm not trying to brag here, but as we're all educated, let's try to connect the dots. I'm not talking after the fact, but I did show you the practical example too. I bought right after the conference cancellation. I proved it. So if you ask me why did I make the decision, right? So the facts I collected and analyzed are very simple. Number one, he canceled just a day before. Okay. So prior to that, Mr. Miller has been saying he's ready for phase 2 trial. Number 2. Number 3, he has been constantly posting new job posts. Okay, fair enough. 3 dots to connect. So if any, and also you remember Richard Miller has a great reputation from Stanford University, on oncology. And he has a Pharmacyclics, which was bought out by AbbVie at $251, which is almost 20 billion. From 55 cents, it went to $251. Of course, he has some conflict with the investor. He went out, but it's his baby. He's the mastermind, right? So that's his credibility. Now, connecting all these dots, why would he cancel the conference just a day before? It's clear that data is not the issue. If data is the issue and if he cancels, he's out of the market. Nobody can trust him. And he's really called man of science because he really loves the science. Because I met him personally. He doesn't care about marketing. He doesn't believe in this, all the gimmicks, marketing and all. I met him. He's like 70-year-old. But, we met him. We asked him for half an hour appointment, but we spoke like 1 hour. Some other CEO, Vijendra Gar, is also with me. I was more like listening because I don't much talk science. But, the conversation was extremely, knowledgeable, and he's confident. He's not after the money, but he wants to solve the problem that we humans have the problems in, AD or whatever other places. And he's not trying to fix with one disease. He wants to build a platform that can solve many problems. So CRVS, somebody asked, can I sell it? So answering that question, my friend, if you want a long, a huge reward, you definitely want to keep some. I don't know what that some percentage. It might vary from person to person, but you definitely want to hang on to some of CRVS stock is my 100% gut feeling. Okay, that you can hold 50% or 30%. I don't know. You can take some profit. Today, I booked 19% of my stock. I booked profits, but I still have the rest of 80% still, because CRVS is trying to solve so many, issues or diseases. So it has a bigger play, but of course, again, they have to go through phase 2 trial, as Venu said. There's so much drama is in between. Now the question is, in between, obviously, some people will be selling off, the stock will fall. Then you will think, oh my God, I would have sold at 20. Now it's 14. What would I do? So instead of going through all these scenarios, let's play right now. What do you want to do? So can I book some so I won't have a regret, right? When it goes back to 14, 15, I'm not worried. I book some and I'm going to stay again here. So these are the companies which will be later bought out by $250 or $200 or 20 billion, 30 billion kind of stocks. When we see the clear, the evidence, that's what I personally think. But again, going back to, the JPM conference is a very clear indication. That's where I bumped my options. Earlier, I have only 100 contracts, February 20th, 8 cents, thanks to Danu and Venu. And from 100, I increased to 200 plus. That's total 300. So the 200 contracts, thanks to JPM conference call cancellation, thanks to heaven. That gave me an abundance of confidence. This man has a reputation. He won't do the silly things. There's no way. Because of bad data, him canceling JPM is ridiculous, is what I confidently believe. I added so much stock too, and I have shared you guys, look at my post after JPM conference and before Friday, I added a good number of chunk of stocks. I wish I added more, but there's no end.
You bought options too, Carl?
Yeah, options too. I shared in options group. I added more. Earlier, I don't have that many.
And after JPM, he posted 2 jobs.
Maybe I need that access to that group. I know.
Yeah. Venu, as you said, he posted 2 job posts, buddy. I mean, if any logical brain, we can easily connect the dots. I mean, it's worth taking the risk. You talk about the odds, right? In mathematical terms, we talk about odds and probabilities. So look at the probability of our massive success versus failure. I see we have more probability of success than the downside. 90. That's why on Friday, in two of the Robinhood portfolios, I closed all of them and moved on to to CRVS. I've shown you clear example. I'm not talking after the fact. I have done it. I speak only what I do, right? But again, it's a bio. People say, well, it's binary and all that. I understand, but that's where the risk and reward and guts and confidence, research, and the person who you're traveling, they're all come into the picture, right? But again, yeah, I think those are the pointers I can think of, from my side. But let's again give the opportunity to others to talk to Venu and others. So, team, go ahead. If anybody wants to share your success or your happiness or your questions, is an opportunity for others too.
Hey, Sai, how are you? And Vinu, thank you for your knowledge as well. This is Omar. I'm from Texas. I've been part of the group for like the last 3-4 years as well. And Vinu, I'm also in pharmaceutical background, and I was studying guts for a little while. And I'm also a mid-level healthcare practitioner, but I'm heavily involved in clinical trials. I do a lot of clinical trials with different pharmaceutical companies. And my question to you is, there's so many companies that have atopic dermatitis treatments. So what makes, CRVS's molecule or asset different from the other ones that are on the market from like AbbVie, Lilly, and, Bosch Health companies? I'm trying to get some more perspective. I haven't studied Corvus as much, but I'm curious if you have that information.
Hi, Amar. Nice to meet you. And regarding your question, yes, CRVS is novel mechanism of action. It's called ITK inhibition. So whatever Eli Lilly or AbbVie or Regeneron they are doing is all systemic. So this is oral, and also this is new mechanism of action where the safety is almost clean, so you don't have side effects on this because this is a long this you have to take this drug for so long that you need the safety is the top priority, because the JAK inhibitors, which are like the AbbVie one,
Right.
yeah, that has a black box warning, which has too many side effects in there. So if you read their warnings, nobody wants to give you unless there is no other option. But CRBS now with this novel mechanism of action, which can come into second line of therapy after Dupixent, because Dupixent has cleaner safety. So far, it's the king of atopic dermatitis, asthma, and so on. There are a bunch of indications that it treats, and doctors love Dupixent because there is no other alternative.
Right.
But CRVS is entering that space, and it has the lead of at least 2 to 3 years in ITK space, where because the PTCL trial really helped CRVS to go into atopic dermatitis, because PTCL is almost run now 3 to 4 years, the trial itself, from phase 1 to now phase 3 registrational one. So they have a lot of safety data over the years. So they know that 200 BD will definitely work. So, but even though they knew that, they went in with cohort 1, cohort 2, cohort 3, where 100 once a day, 100 by twice a day in cohort 1 and 2. Then again, they went for 200 once a day and 200 twice a day. Obviously, 200 twice a day was the ideal dosage they want, but they went in anyways with the atopic dermatitis, more sicker patients, where those patients were failed with prior systemic therapies like Dupixent and also JAK inhibitors. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was crazy to treat. So the
Yeah, yeah.
mean baseline percentage was around 27, I guess, if I'm not wrong, of all these cohorts. So they were trying to get into those population where these systemic therapies, which are having high efficacy, at the same time more safety issues. So they're trying to get into the difficult population to start with. So if they can crack that, which they did in phase 1 so far, because if you see the deepening responses at day 56, it's awesome. I mean, that was crazy to see that chat today. But if they can beat them on those sicker patients where currently approved drugs, where there is 20 to 30 billion market is shared with those drugs, between those drugs. So I think it's a blockbuster in making. But like I said in today in message in Telegram, that this is just a phase 1. They have to replicate the same in a much larger trial. So they are trying to get the same thing in 200 patients, I guess. The size of phase 2 for atopic dermatitis. So if they can replicate similar thing, I think like Tiger was saying, for pharmacyclics, they sold ibrutinib, which is a BTK class of inhibitors. That's for oncology, but that was widespread to other indications as well. So this is a ITK. Even a broader range of diseases can be treated with that. So if they can replicate that in ATD in phase 2, and they are also planning to start asthma this year. So if they can get similar results in those indications or in the later trials, I think they can still go for a over 10 billion sale at any point of time, or once that data. But it still takes a year and a half. By the time market conditions might change, demand will be going down. Like last 2 to 3 years, how bio sector was underperforming the broader sectors. So
Right.
it's all like different situations and different scenarios that are playing with bio. So, but if you are not worried about in the near term, like next 6 to 1 year or 1.5 year, then I think this has a real go where you can see value going up only.
So, out of curiosity, like when they were doing the clinical trials, were they a comparator with placebo control? And was there
Yes.
any serious adverse effects or adverse
No,
events that
no,
came about?
it's clean. It's clean. It's clean, and it's a double-blinded, placebo-controlled,
How was the
randomized trial.
placebo arm? Was there any efficacy in that?
Yes, they have in the cohort 1. That's why they dropped. The stock went down in cohort 1, because
Oh, okay, okay. That was the
that was
C1 data. Okay, okay. I
yeah,
got it.
C1
Now it
data,
makes
and there
sense.
was
All right, all
some
right, all right.
noise in there, so that
Gotcha.
that got punished badly, and the market conditions were worse that time. But even today in the call, Dr. Miller was explaining that out of 12 placebo patients, 10 were shown around 20, and 2 were unavailable at that time, and they were having some issues for evaluating those 2 patients, but later when they evaluated, it went much down. So overall placebo response was around 17%, I guess. That's what he said. So the delta was very good, and uh, it was around 60%, close to 55 to 60% of EZ75 across the trial. So
Yeah,
it's
that's a really
much.
good result. You're right. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
for the phase
It
one,
com
they've definitely proven the concept. But I think to get that bridge of the extension from AbbVie or Lilly or something as a partnership,
yeah,
they're gonna have to have flawless results in phase 2 as well.
yeah, yeah.
That's a good information. I'm glad that you have this kind of background, so it speaks more like on the terms I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
And the other question I have for you is like, based on past clinical trials and the chief executives that are involved. So, for example, like Richard Miller is a physician as well, and
Yeah.
there's other pharmaceutical companies that might have physicians in the driving seat, or medical background individuals like pharmacists or pharmacologists. Is there a way we can like isolate that kind of data in Think Sabio platform to see their successors and what kind of companies they've run and how the achievements and the milestones came about? And then if they're in a new company that's publicly traded, we can harness the opportunity when it's still at that $1, $2, stock price.
Uh,
I think TS
let
is
me
already
answer
working
that.
on that.
Venu,
Okay.
let me
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Amar, buddy. So
Yes.
looks like you hacked our internal system or something. Believe it or not, our team just collected 941 biotech company CEO names. So as I told you in my prior post, when Venu said about AB Vax and the CEO, then the success story just phenomenal. This guy took 3 biotech companies prior to joining to AB Vax, and one biotech is literally bankrupting scenario, and he took it and turned into billions, right?
Wow.
So after seeing this story, I already published in our group that, oh, okay, we should connect these dots, which we failed back then. So I instructed the team, and they already brought 941 biotech companies that we have, and they collected all the names. Now we are going to do the further, research and see which CEO has what the story, all kind of logical research, right? So that you will embrace very soon in our ThinkSabio. But as said, my friend, I'm telling to every one of the ThinkSabians, I tell you with an absolute certainty and with a promise that we are not leaving any dots or any stone unturned, any pattern, any anomalies. We are not going to leave them. We are going to catch every one of the pattern and turn it around and bring it to the table. And we are going to succeed, and we are going to build wealth. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so we will connect the dots. Okay, very good point. But you can again summarize and ping it to one of our ThinkSabian teams, so we can take further notes and we'll make that happen. It's happening.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
So, Sairam Garu and Venu Garu, thanks for whatever you have done. Even though I have not invested in, I'm so happy for whoever has done, and they made their fortune on CRVS. To instill confidence, or like, is there any future plans to have like a monthly call? If a core people are doing or trusting in some investments like this, why it is you are doing, what is it instigating you to do this, so that the rest of the flock also follow you?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, buddy. We thought of that too in the past, like we should schedule, weekly or bi-weekly or monthly kind of meeting calls, so that we can kind of share our knowledge, right? And sharing stuff. So we can start doing that truly. It's like 30, 40 minutes kind of a meeting monthly once, so that we can discuss and talk and take more questions and, open, discussion kind of sort of thing. Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Yeah.
We did it in the past under the category of training kind of concept, but we can make it mix of it, right? We are building so many features. I am not sure how many of our ThinkSabians are following the data, but every day, our team meets at 8 a.m. and we discuss, over 40 minutes or so with the, development team and the bioanalysts, all the engineers and all. We spend every day. That's exciting moment in my life. Basically, 8 a.m. is, I'm pumped up, like pumping the iron. So we discuss, hey, what's the features we can add? How can we help ThinkSabians to build wealth? So what's the pattern? How did we miss this stock? How did this stock succeed, and who is in it? How did we get, so many intellectually challenging questions we all have been discussing together. So definitely, we'll continue these meetups, at least the virtual meetups. Definitely, I know there are so many jokes about the physical meeting, but I tell you tonight, with an absolute certainty, we are meeting physical meetup. Most likely, this year, and most likely April, May timeframe, around that timeframe I'm thinking. So I'll coordinate with all of you. And this is definitely a moment that we all have to come together. If not like, at least once in a year, a physical meeting is also might be a good idea to meet in person. And then, this may not be like Warren Buffett's or kind of a 3-day or whatever, but we are at least, a small group trying to grow together, and we all can come together, and probably one day, right? We'll book some meeting hall or whatever, and then you guys can come and stay and then talk and chit chat, like 1-day program. You can return back on the following day kind of thing. So I think it's good, so that we all meet and know each other. You can meet Venu personally, Danu, or other Raj Millionaire, or people like that. Personal connection adds a little difference, right? Definitely than the phone. So definitely my ThinkSabians, this year we have a physical meetup. There's no doubt about it. So let me come back with the concrete schedule, how it's going to work. And I'm thinking around April, May kind of time frame. But let me get back with the schedules and see logistics and all good stuff, right? We'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you see evidences like solid foundations and you and Venu have been confidently saying what are the points you leaned on to bet on or to invest in CRVS, right?
Mhm.
I mean, incidents like that, if you feel like, hey, this is a thing that this group also should lean on. And in such events, if you can arrange a call, hey, I have an exciting thing to share or something like that to foundation or to solidify the sentiment of the investors,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
would help a great deal.
Absolutely. I think on that note, buddy, in the last few meetings when we conducted, I talked about, or our team, we talked about very confidently about ONDS, and I have given a logical proof. I'm not saying from the air, right? I've given a crystal clear proof from ThinkSabio Diamond reports where we have, concluded where the institutions have at least doubled or 50% and above. That's an exclusively great report. I mentioned many times. So from that report, we have found out 185 stocks or something like that out of 10,000. So in that, we picked ONDS because of, the drone and military and all kind of stuff. And we confidently mentioned in the group, and, when it is about $5. And today, where it is trading.
Got it.
And it's a logical proof, my friends. It's a logical. I'm not telling from the air or whatever, hey, buy it.
Well,
Everything we mentioned in ThinkSabio, I
ONDS
need
is
myself before investing. I need a logical proof. Why am I investing in ONDS? Why am I investing in CRVS, right?
you need to talk about APL, Denny.
Yeah, I'm coming there, buddy. I need to talk about APL. Yeah. So APLD, right? I mean, I know it bothered me until yesterday or today, but I'm okay now. But I'm telling you, my friend, APLD has taught me an excellent lesson that is being, useful for all of us. The reason where I missed for APLD is in APLD, there is an institution called Riverwood Capital. They are mid-size, they buy only small and mid-cap companies, and the Riverwood Capital itself is around $12 billion institution. Okay. I don't know how I missed this, Riverwood Capital. I was under the emotion when I was about to sell. I did not look at any logic, right? When I was buying, I know APL has a great future and all good stuff, but I got distracted during April timeframe, around $5 timeframe. I got distracted, and CRVS is trading at $3. I got tempted. Oops, if I can buy more CRVS, and CRVS can do like 5x, 6x, but APLD may not do 4x, 5x, 6x. That was my honest thought. And at the same time, it's falling. So that gave me an opportunity to book almost 20% loss in APLD and jumped on to CRVS. Now, today with the outcome, I'm okay. I kind of balanced out. But my biggest regret on APLD was or is, had I looked at ThinkSabio data for 1 minute before selling, who is in the top 10 institution, and if I had paid attention to Riverwood Capital, I swear I would not have touched it. The reason is Riverwood Capital is again investing in small and mid companies, and this institution has increased APLD 12 quarters, quarter over quarter, they kept on increasing. I've given you the proof also in our data in IIR. I can show even now too, right? So that is a clear proof, my friends and ThinkSabians, why a mid-size of $12 billion institution is investing in APLD since 12 quarters, which is almost, 3 years, literally. And why would they put their money? And they started buying when $4 to $5. You know where it reached? It reached $40. It itself made, 6x, 7x, truly. So after that, we came back and looked at the logic. Hey, which other institutions are buying, things like that? That's where we found APPS is also connecting to the logic, but it is just in still 2 quarters only. And there's an institution called Granhan. Okay, GRANAHAN. I mentioned it in our internal, in our ThinkSabio group too. And I see a pattern. They are also small and mid cap. They invest only in those companies, and they are increasing APPS since last 3 quarters. So these are the logical connections we are trying to put together and to give you a solid proof, even even today I added a few APPS. I'm sure I've shared you. If not, I'll share again. Right today, after selling CRVS, I invested into APPS, I invested into Poly, I invested in CCX, I invested in ABVX. I diversified today after booking some profits. So APPS, I'm telling you today again, ThinkSapiens, not that I invested, I found a logical path. And I want you all to go and research yourself too. And I will re-tag the post that I mentioned. I have very significant position in APPS. And of course, I was down some point, and last year it did well. It went up 20%. Then the market pulled back. Right now, I'm exactly at the break even. I just saw green today. Maybe because I added some more, whatever reasons. But this February 4th is their ER. Okay. And I see dots are connecting, but unfortunately, the Q4 data is coming on February 14th. So I do not have to see all these institutions' behavior. Or in the meanwhile, if Grand Hound Investment publishes their IAR, I think we are super cool because we can study their pattern. What did they do for Q4? If they increased it or if they kept the same way, I think I'm absolutely confident I'm going to increase more before February 4th, if possible. So I'll ask our team to look at their IAR, see if they can publish before February 4th. Otherwise, we get on February 14th. But anyway, so my point to here is...
That's APPS?
Sorry?
APPS you're talking?
Yeah, APPS. It's just like APP. I know APP is trading at $600. And this APPS and APP are in the similar domain. They are in the mobile phone, advertising and all kind of stuff. And APPS, if you all remember, in 2021 COVID time, it went to $100. And from 100, it took a nice round trip to 4 and 5. And we got at the absolute bottom. Right now, it's 540. It's kind of, I call it a margin of safety. I think if you buy from here, hopefully it won't go much lower than that. That's called margin of safety. You have some safety net, right? That's what everybody wants when you're entering in a position. Oh, what happens if I buy and tomorrow it goes down? That everybody has, including institutions. No one can escape that, the concept that you can't control the market. So my point to here is we are trying to connect the logical patterns. We have 7,000 institutions, ThinkSapiens. 7,000 institutions which are at least 100 million and above. And we are studying the patterns of them and trying to connect the dots, and we're trying to invest. So logically, it should not go wrong. APPLD is a great hit, those who persevered. I wish I had there, then I would have bragged so much, but it's okay. I missed it, but my CRV is covered by today, so my regrets are completely gone.
I got it $4 in APLD.
Yeah, that's an absolute steal.
And not only $4. I mean, it's a conviction, like Venu said. It's not about where you get, how much you invested and how long you want to stay. So I bought at $4. I suggested to many people at $4. And also I bought at $30 too. Now, like my average.
But you didn't stop me when I was selling, buddy.
I suggest.
Yeah, that's great, buddy. That's great. It gave 10x. I mean, 9x for you, truly. If you stayed from 4 to 36.40, you already made 9x.
Yeah,
this is how you build wealth, ThinkSapiens. You need to have the conviction, do enough research, and buy and stay there. Stay there is very important. That's where we are all losing the patience. I mean, I did too for APLD, but otherwise, you look at the back examples, right? UPST, Affirm, VKTX, and SOUN, Sound. These are all did build wealth. I mean, I'm a classic example standing before you. And people think, stock market is complex. I asked even 2018, after reading this, the hedge fund articles, why it is complex. Why? We are simply following the smart people.
That's why when smart people says, I just buy it.
Yeah, just buy it. And I mean, as long as we don't do, buy everyday training like I did back days, right? That's indiscipline, right? I mean, sometimes you succeed and sometimes you fail. When you look at all the probabilities, you are overall losing. So I kept aside. If you remember it, if you look at December 20th or so, I stopped that, Kolaveri. I just said no. Okay, I'm going to stick to my conviction stocks like ONDS or whatever other stocks, CRVS. I kept buying only those. Right? If you are itchy, maybe you buy one, and then just, hang on to it. Right? But again, coming back to Thinksapiens, my point is we are trying to connect the dots and trying to bring the logicality and see how that can be executed. But the conviction and staying long enough, I know challenges. I know after you buy it fall. I know a classic example is my APPS. I bought it when it is 5.75 or something. After that, it went to 4. But I did not, panic or I did not sell. I know why I entered. I know what's my long-term goals. So I stick to it and I kept researching. Okay, when the institution data comes, what happened? Okay, did they stay or did they go? So based on that, you may want to make a little bit adjustments. Right? That's the simple success story. When you look at what we did, I don't think it's a complex. Honestly, stock market is not a complex, and I don't think you have to put 8 hours, 9 hours like we do in our IT work or whatever other professions you have. You don't need to spend that much of time, in my honest opinion. Right? There's no need unless you want to. I know Warren Buffett sir and all, they read 9 hours, 8 hours, and we simply copy them. It's simple. Remember your intermediate degree exams. I copied from Sasikala ma'am and I passed my exam. Right? I can't remember. I can't forget her. Right? She's beauty with brain. I was struggling in intermediate. I am coming from a Telugu medium and I can't even understand English. And, she helped me. That's it. I don't have to, struggle for it. Right? Likewise, we are simply following these 7,000 institutions who are smart people and who made tons of money, literally, right? Look at Deep Track Capital in bio, or look at Bailey Gifford, or look at, all these institutions made tons of money. I was reading another book, where some guy invested in Apple, an institution, he made 80 billion profit in Apple. I know these are all old stories, but my question is, what can we do now and say after 10 years, I made, 10 million or 20 million or 100,000 or $20,000. So that is always I ask myself. I know Google, Netflix, all these are all old stories. We cannot, talk about them much. From today, what is another Netflix kind of stock, right? Which can build me 5x, 10x, 12x, and I can become, wealthier, or I can become a millionaire, or I can become a billionaire, whatever the goals you have. But I can tell you, Thinksapiens, we have an opportunity here. We have a possibility, we have a probability, we have a data, and we have smart people here, like Danu or Venu and, and SA, Millionaire, and many other people like Raj. These people are Raj Shekhar. They're all, and funny, of course, funny Jandiala. And, these people are intellectually, smart, and they're giving their knowledge and wisdom without expecting anything from us. That is the beauty of the platform we build together, where, we don't have too much nonsense going on like in other groups. We are strict. Of course, we have some jokes here and there, without which we need humor too, right? Sometimes the stock market, we can't be like strict professor, whatever, but we need jokes here and there. But overall, our platform is designed to build wealth, and you will have today is a phenomenal day, because things have, the CRVS, whoever bought and had, held it, it's from $1, it went to today $20, team. It was $1 when in April or some time frame, and I bought at $1 too. I have some, so anyway, likewise, there are so many stocks, right? We're talking ONDS and CCX. So if you ask someone, okay, where do I focus my future, right? So if I tell you the truth that what I have right now, my focus is CCX as a future, which is quantum computing, and CC, what is it? Sorry, 1 second. And CIFR is cloud infrastructure. I have a good chunk of CIFR because Google invested into it, right? And I have ABVAX, which I think will be a buyout. So I took a chance because it's a de-risked thing. And I have ONDS, and I have Netflix, and Pali and RR. That's it. I don't have too many. I have one point of time, like 3 pages kind of thing. It's too tough. You don't want to have too much diversification is what I learned or what I understood, right? Too much diversification is going to eat away all your returns. So have depends on your portfolio, have 4 or 5 highly conviction stocks where you think there's an absolute future it has. You gather it from people like whoever is in the group, and you do research a little bit. We're all educated, right? We're all educated. We are here in US. We have good education, right? So you apply it and see what others are doing, and stick to it. Stick to it is very important. Sometimes it doubles, we take profit, which is okay. There's nothing wrong. But if you APLD, if you bought at 5 and if you took it profit at 12, yes, you made 100% profit. But my point is, if you think it has a long-term growth, then only book 50% profits and leave the 50%. So you got your money back. After doubling, if you sell half, you're out of your capital. So it's a free runner. So you don't have to worry. I wish I could have done for PLTR when Millionaire Ross said it was $40. I know he's telling since 20, but my attention or my funds got when it was 40.
Actually, you guys are telling that one at $10, and you might forgot that, but Palantir, we are talking since $10.
Yeah, but anyway, I got it to my notice, or I bought it at 40. It went to 90. I wish I had sold only half and kept. I could have got some more, returns. But again, my point to all of you is, when you have the high conviction and you want to build multi baggers, when it doubles, you can sell half of it and leave half of it if you have the confidence still. That way, you will see the remaining 3x, 2x, whatever. Right? Classic example, APLD latest Sound from $3 it went to 21. Of course, it fallen down to 11. But when it is 24 and when it is falling, I told you all, which I should also do. From 24, it is falling. You start putting your limit sell 23, sell 50, 22.75, sell another 25, 22, 21, 20. That way, we kind of, make our profits. We won't lose it. But our DNA, when 23, we won't sell it. We'll look at it. Oh, it'll come back. It 22, 21, 19. It's already 19. What can I sell? And now it is 11. Right? I think we already talked about our DNA system, our Indian DNA system. No offense. But we were only told to buy, not to, never told to sell. But I think we need to make a little bit adjustments, and then, we have to go in the direction. Okay. Yeah, go ahead with others. I know I'm talking a lot.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is Anil actually again. So we never sold out. So I'm with you from last 6 years. I think I've pinged you multiple times personally. So whatever the stock we picked from the 2019, 2020, I think, everything is went up. So the biggest place I lost money because I was not selling. You see what I'm trying to say? Every stock you told us and things I would told us, like every stock almost, pretty much 80-85% stocks went up. But the only reason that I lost in some of them, but of course I covered everything today. So,
Beautiful. That's good news.
Yeah. So only because of the reason not selling, including Jumaya, everything, we got so much of money, but, I didn't sell it.
Yeah. So, well, I think, I'm glad you accepted. Acceptance is the key, but we need to apply that, right? We need to share that to the group, and we don't want to repeat the same mistake that you did, right? So let's take the lessons, team. We all make mistakes. We all fail in life.
Yes.
But acceptance is the key, and how you turn around from there is going to define the game.
Yeah.
Not how you begin. How you end the game is where you have the heroism, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's great, buddy, to hear that.
Yeah. So basically, I pinged you multiple times about Tesla. I have a bigger portfolio on Tesla, but rather than whatever amount I gained so far on Tesla, more than that I gain on CRBS and ONDS today. So
awesome, buddy. It's a celebration time.
Yeah, thank you so much for you and Venu. Actually, ONDs also give us a good return, and as well as this one.
So you got it 5-ish, or what's your average on ONDS?
I think it's a 7 or 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah, that's where I got second round.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, your screenshots are helping so much, actually, more than anything, So, and one thing I wanted to ask you is I know you are sometimes, how much money actually you kept outside. Every time there is a dip, you have some money to buy. I know, maybe offshore. I mean, wherever you get this different story.
No. I have to sell something, buddy. I'm not
How much
producing any.
percentage we have to make sure we have to keep aside for these kind of scenarios? Because the same example you said, right? CRVS last week it went to 6. By the time I was completely packed, I was supposed to take something, but completely packed. I didn't plan well to put something aside for something.
Buddy, I'm also in the same boat. I don't have a concept of setting aside. I'm
Okay.
very poor in. I don't have
at least 10%, 5% of your portfolio, 20% of
I ideally suggest, buddy, that
Mhm.
keep some cash, but I have a very weakness of not holding cash. I'm not the kind of person.
Yeah, that's
If
the
I see
problem.
margin,
If you
I have
cash,
to
you
use
just
it,
put like-
or else I won't sleep that night. So, but
Yeah,
anyway,
if
that's
you
a
have
bad
cash, you have
habit.
touch screen, right? So you always push it up.
Yeah. So what I did was, since I have the CRVS cushion, I kept selling CRVS whenever I have the margin pressure. I calculated it. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I got burned out in 2022 May. I told you several times.
Yeah.
It was a horrible day in my lifetime. I cannot forget. It was all the big stocks. I don't have any small. At the time I bought Google, Amazon, and all. They're all burning down because of Russia, Ukraine, or whatever the war. I lost significant money, and I was like, so the margin has killed me. My point is, it's always good to keep some cash, but the key is, waiting to see the cash sitting idle. Like Buffett, sir, he keeps so much cash. But if you can build that character, like holding it cash, so you will see the opportunities like CRVS, JPM conference is a superb classic opportunity. Superb classic opportunity. You can't ask more than that.
Yes.
Like ONDS, for example. ONDS is a good company when if it falls, then it's an opportunity to buy, no brainer. Right?
Yes,
You know you have the evidence, and you made good money, as you said, ONDS, CRVS are the killers right now. Even they are doing wonders in my portfolio too, to be honest. Right?
Yeah. So we talked about so many, but you have RR and Zone again, or you doesn't have it?
No, RR I still have. Sound I sold off totally as a shade.
Yeah, I missed that. I think yes, again that's another example. So it went all the way 24, and we didn't sell. Now this 11 back to what I have and whatever the price I bought it. So that's another example where I'm failing, but of course I'm learning anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, please start when it is 24. I told you just now, put it 24, 23, 21, 20, 19, some like 10 start. I'm giving 10 exam, whatever.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that way we don't miss and regret. I failed too, but I made a lesson then. Okay, let's do this.
So actually, do you want me to move the funds to ONDS? Is that the right thing which we're going to do?
Sorry, one more time question.
The amount I have in the zone still. So do you want me to move it to ONDS? Is that a big move?
It's a tricky question. Sound is still a good probability, buddy, because it's still in a good AI space, voice recognition, restaurants, and all using. But if you are not in loss in sound, then I think ONDS has more multiplication capability than sound. So I would reshuffle 50% of sound to ONDS if I were you.
Okay, that's a good suggestion. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I would do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, anytime. Congratulations, buddy, for tonight's your
really
CRVS and ONDS.
That's what I sent a message to you. It's a really game changer. Basically, all the whatever is pending, everything is back to normal. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good, great celebration, buddy.
Still in profits. Yeah, thank you.
Do you still own SC?
Sorry?
No, Sairam Garu. Do you still
own
SC?
No, nobody. I don't have SC. Okay, thanks, Abhyains. Anyone else you have questions? I know few people are talking, but please open up your heart and ask questions. We are open here, and we want everybody to learn and
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Susmita here. So hope you all had a great day. And first of all, thanks a lot, Venu Garu, Sai Garu, for your insights and also for sharing the screenshot. It truly helped us a lot to build the confidence to get into this. And also, I just want to say you're working on such a great platform because it's not something like one way, but where everyone gets the opportunity to share their insights and learn from each other. So you're all doing a great job. Once again, thank you very much. And I do want to know one thing. I know that's not a $1 billion question, but just curious to know your exit strategy. I know, as Venugaru mentioned, it's really hard to predict an exact exit point, but we would love to hear your thoughts or approach that you are planning to do?
On
Because it might.
CRVS? On CRVS,
Yes, for
ma'am, or-
CRVS, yes.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. As I said just a bit earlier, I cleared already 19% of my, CRVS position,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm closely watching to see. But definitely, I'm going to keep 50% for sure. There is no doubt about it. I'm not going to liquidate entirety like I did for VKTX.
Okay, you're gonna hold 50% of your portfolio?
Yeah, 50% of CRVS position I'm going to hold for sure. See, right
Okay.
now, I already cleared 19, let's say 20%, right? So I still have
Okay.
80% right now. So I
Okay,
still
cool.
have the cushion to fold 30% more. So that way I will keep 50% for sure.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Because it has an absolute potential for the future. See, one more thing, Thinksapiens, regarding CRVS, they are conducting a trial in China too, along with a partner. Okay. Whatever this cohort 4, they did it in the US, they are doing in China too. That outcome might come anytime in Q1 or Q2. I'm not sure the timelines. I think it's end of Q1 because they already started last year, their trial. I know it's a China, but it may not have a huge move in US, but still China is 1.4 billion population, no kidding. So I'm sure if it succeeded in the US, why not it won't succeed in China? We are all the similar humans, right? More or less. So my gut feeling is we are going to hear China trial success story very soon in Q1. So that might give a bump to CRVS, another couple dollars. I don't know how much. So in summary, I can say CRVS has potential. It's just proved today. It's just first part of the movie. Now the industry is going to look at them. Oh, what did they do? It's oral, it's a multi-platform. It's not just one drug AD. They're going to solve many other oncology diseases and whatnot. So now the attention will come, and it has very good future. Is my gut feeling. It can't go wrong. I'm going to answer your question. I would say I will keep 50% for sure.
Okay, got you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, that's a great question. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thinksapiens, any more? What's your thoughts or what you want to share?
Yeah, this is Raghu Joshi. I was introduced to this group late December. I've been trying to catch up to all the telegraph messages that come, Sairam. I've been a long-term player of biotech from the 2000s. I used to buy 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to buy hundreds at a time, like where $4, $6, and all those. Like somebody said, right? These are all binary events, right? And many a time, you don't hit the jackpot on all of them. So, the ratio I'm observing is out of 100, 200, one of them hits the jackpot. Like the Regeneron, I had it at 26, right? So I thought 150, it peaked out. No, it kept going, right? So the problem I struggle with, when do I cut my losses? Because there are a couple of pharmaceutical biotech, they went up to 100, they came back to 4, then again now they're 160, right?
Wow.
What
Round
I'm
trip.
round trip,
Round trip.
yes. Like a INSM, I had like 100, right? It went up, it came down, it went up. Now it is again at 160. So the challenges I have is what I'm learning through past experiences. It's like you sell many a time you're a loser because we don't know which one is going to be the jackpot, right? Out of the 100, 2 or 3 of them hit a jackpot for me, like Moderna, right? Moderna. Some of them, see now, for example, CRVS, it went up to 20, right? I'm trying to understand why it went to 20 and not to 50, right? Many of them, after the news, they spike up a lot more versus the spike was small, meaning it just doubled from 10 to 20, right? Some of them, they spike up to 80, 90, 100 or whatever. So there are a couple of weight drugs, VT, XT or something. So it went up like, huh?
VKTX, right?
VKTX. It went up huge, right? And then what happens is these companies, after these news, they start diluting their equity. Right now, CRVS after hours, it announced more capital raise of 150 million or something, right? So that brings the stock down too, right? So biotechs are very interesting. But nowadays I've tried to scale down to like 20, 25 shares because initially I used to buy them in the hundreds, 200s, and many of them would burn out on me. So now I'm trying to buy more of them, but I'm buying at a smaller scale.
Yeah, Raghu, I think if I take the liberty or freedom to speak or comment on your style, right? So if I think you're buying so many, right? So many companies with a small quantity, 2,500 or whatever.
Correct.
So if I were you, I wouldn't do like that, buddy, because by the way you are doing, the probability of you building wealth has very small chance. Because you succeed few, you may not succeed few. So
correct.
In total, you're not building up your portfolio. You're just, it's not going, it won't go anywhere, truthfully, in my honest
Correct. I agree.
What I would do if I were you is, I would try to identify, like we did, right? Like VKTX, CRVS, or whatever. So you have to go in depth, and I know it's binary, whatnot, right? That's where you try to research to see who this company is. For example, ABVX. Let's take ABVX, right? ABVX CEO has excellent credibility, right? Reputation. So we need to research something like that. Let's say you are buying 25 stocks right now, right? For example. So I would suggest, or I would think you should reduce from 25 to 5, but identify those 5 which are really, really good companies, right? Now you will ask, how do I identify 5?
Correct.
How do I know? Right? That's where, the researcher or group or BioGurus, Venu or Raj or whoever other people are sharing, and what evidences we have. Like, for example, to your question, I would say simply, if I were you, I would just go to ThinkSabio IIR institution ranking, individual institution report, and look at Deep Track Capital. That's it. I won't look anything further. Deep Track Capital has excellent, success story. But of course, he is a multi-billion-dollar portfolio, but he invests only 40 companies, right? So of course, they also diversify, but you study their model, and you have to take some risk, right? Let's say your portfolio. I'm just giving the number. Don't take me wrong or anything. Let's say I'm giving an example wise, right? Let's say my portfolio is $100 portfolio, right? So in that $100, I can play with $50 the way I want, right? So $50, I'm going to play safe, right? So that $50, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to identify the real, confident biotech stock and put my $50 into 1 or 2 only, not like 10 or whatever. That way, my success will build my portfolio up.
Correct. Right? And sometimes you have to wait a little longer, right?
It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
You have to wait, right? There's nothing, that's the timeline, right? Yeah, that's where the patience comes into the picture, buddy. If you look at CRVS success, I have to wait almost 3 years to see what I'm seeing today, right? Sometimes it happens very quick. VKTX, I got it in 1 year. And ONDS, I got less than 4 months. My money doubled, literally, 4 months. So is there any comparison? Probably no. Depends on when we enter into it, right? Now, for example, ABVX. Now we entered after de-risk. If this gets bought out for, let's say, 170 or 180, we make quick $50. And is there any risk into it? The company is very good. It's de-risked. It's phase 3 trial complete, and Eli Lilly and many are competing. So this is where I put, I added today, after selling CRVS, I put some money in ABVX because it's de-risked, as Venu said. And what am I going to lose here? What is the downfall? Well, maybe stock might fall $5 plus or minus down. But I have a margin of safety at 112 right now, what is trading. That's called margin of safety. So from here, how low it can go? Probably maybe $5 something. Not like it can go to $80. Well, no one guarantee it, but it's proved, right? It's already de-risked and proved and all kind of good stuff. So that's where I pulled my trigger today again. added into the ABVX. I see, the good upside potential than the downside potential. So that's the way you need to think, buddy. I mean, again, I don't have any financial background. I'm an MCA failed student. You all know that, and I don't have any financial degree or anything. It's just common sense and guts. That's it, nothing else. And I won't spend crazy time also. Let's look at institutions' data because I'm on top of it. Whenever the SEC transactions now come, or I look at one's diamond report, identify 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I invest crazy amounts. You all know that. And I don't spend hours at all. I spend max 15 minutes. That's it. Right? Why? Like I give you a flight example, right? When you want to board an aircraft, why do I need to know the mechanics of the aircraft? I don't need to. I just go watch my Bahubali movie and let the pilot and aircraft take me to India. I repose the faith on the pilot. Same thing we are doing. We are reposing the faith on the data that we believe 7,000 institutions data that we have. Right? So that's the point, but I hope I answered your, and you got some perspective here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, buddy. So anyone thinks, Sapiens? I know we...
Hey, Sai, quick question for you. So,
yes,
two things. One is that on Richitech Robotics, did you see Redwood Capital investing in the company? And then the other question I have for you is like with what happened in 2025, like where we had this massive downfall because of the turmoil that was created with the tariffs and etc. Do you see a repeat of that happening again this March, April season?
Yeah, coming first question, right? You let me repeat if I understood. The Riverwood Capital, did they invest in RR, right? Is that what your question is?
That is correct, yeah.
I don't recollect, buddy. I'll have to double check. Team, can you please note down or we'll go to, let me check right now. Don't take Riverwood Capital, right? Okay, once again, I'll right away confirm. The Wood River, or sorry, I'm okay. I'll check and I'll confirm you, buddy. Sorry, I'm unable to see that name correctly. Okay, I'll get back on that one. Okay. So the second question you asked is, is there any downfall for the tariffs again? With the given Trump's or direction, you cannot predict, but anything can happen. This kind of direction, with these, the conflicts among the countries, with this Greenland and all kind of stuff. But there is a likelihood, if they impose and this guy impose, again the same story starts again, right? So I think it's better to have some cash, and then any of the market falls comes, you can see. Look at April, right? Last April, all big companies, gave great opportunity. Almost from April to now, it's almost 100% returns. Even big companies like Amazon, Netflix, Google, and all because of tariffs, right? So, it's unpredictable, but I would say if you have the cushion, always keep some cash. So when opportunity comes, you simply seize. For example, Netflix, today it was trading at $85.
Yeah.
And we know Netflix is a great company. I know because of this, they are trying to buy out, Warner Bros. And all, the company came down, right?
Right.
Because investors weren't happy. But once that issue settles, right, it's definitely it's going to be at least 150, 160. So doubles from the money here, and it's absolutely safe. A company like Netflix. That's why I added today from selling of CRVS, right? I see I have an margin of safety of buying $84 my Netflix. We all, so many subscribers across the world are watching movies, shows, and all kind of stuff. It can't go wrong, and no other new company can come and reproduce what they're trying to do. It cannot, right? It's not that easy. So it's very simple. You buy Netflix now, it's a great advantage. 84. You see next year same time we might say, well, it's 120, whatever, 130, maybe, right? It has a probability. Then I don't know how soon it goes, but you buy and forget it. It's such a big company, great company, profitable company. Nothing can go wrong. It can become 40 by tomorrow morning, no matter how much tariffs he does. By the way, last time tariffs, the Netflix is the one which was not affected.
Yeah,
While
that
all
is
the
true.
rest of Mag 7 affected, right? So
Yes.
I hope I answered, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I
And
will
think
get back the other question, buddy. Okay.
just giving you some feedback on just generally, even with your participation in the chat, that like how you provide positive nourishment to the group, and you'll always fear is a disease, it's contagious, let it go. I think that helps a lot, and it really keeps individuals at bay. Otherwise, to see your portfolio bleed sometimes is not very easy.
Absolutely. I know it's not easy when money is going down, right? Yeah. That's where we support each other, buddy. We know that markets fluctuations are not uncommon, right? It does. That it cannot be the same. It will go down, up, and all. But if you persist, right? If you believe, you have to persist, no matter what. That's where you see the success story, right?
100%.
It's no big deal. Yeah. You have to condition your mind, right? So anything, Sabians, any other thoughts, feedbacks, your success story of CRVS or anything you want to talk?
Yeah, thank you, Sairam Guru and Venu. This is my first bio win, which is huge actually.
Teja, yes, buddy.
Yeah, I lost so much on bio stocks, but today I think I recovered most of it, but not completely.
Excellent, buddy.
Yeah, and I also did a mistake, as you said, Sound. I didn't sell at 24, it came down to around 10. So I don't want to do that mistake. That's why I sold 50% of CRVS today.
Excellent. So it recovered some, right? From what you lost. Yeah, that's great, buddy. We are happy to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm eagerly waiting for APLD from Mr. Spy. We should have a call, the call.
That's a great company, buddy. APLD is a great company. Absolutely, you can hang on to it, right?
Yeah. And someone said like my average is also around 6. So eagerly waiting for home run too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And thank you all for actively suggesting the stocks.
Thank you, buddy. Teja, sharing your constructive feedback.
Yeah, I just want to say like how we can also help you guys. We are totally tied up with working about stuff and couldn't participate in all the messages. But is there any analysis that we could do to help you guys participate in the channel? How we can.
Buddy, your audio is not that clear, I guess. Maybe you need to adjust or come close or whatever. Teja.
Okay, I'm just saying like how we could help you guys because DA, SA, Mr. Spy, when they're all helping a lot. And what can we do to help them and fix some of these stocks?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, Teja.
So, sir, I can speak of it. Teja is my friend. So what he's saying is, like the way Venu and Dhanu are helping, right, contributing to the platform. He's asking like what he can do, or other people can do the same thing to contribute and bring this kind of diamond stocks. That's what the question is all about.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Teja, first of all, thank you so much for offering. As you know, there is so much good data out in our website, right? Diamond reports or ultimate reports, so many, 52-week reversal. There's so many good reports and, we added. So if you can research any of them and then come up with, how these people are identifying, I think that's the great help that you will be contributing to the group. Any of your research, right? For example, AUR we talked. So why did I talk about AUR? The reason is very simple, because Uber invested, Toyota invested, T. Rowe Price has invested, Bailey invested, DE Shaw. and EXOR investments. I mentioned about EXOR investments. The reason why we kind of caught that EXOR is they followed the similar pattern as T. Rowe Price Associate did for Carvana. So I told you many times how T. Rowe Price Associate took advantage of Carvana when it is $8 all the way to so much. They increased it since 23 Q3 to all the way to Q3, I mean Q5, Q3 26, I guess. I mean, not 20, 26, 25. So they kept adding it, right? And we tried to see who else did the similar pattern for Carvana, like, T. Rowe did. And we found out EXOR Investments, who is a Ferrari company in UK, right? Yeah. So they did it the similar style. In that case, we wanted to follow this institution, EXOR Investments, right? Because once if they have a success, right, you want to follow. Just like, Rajmouli's story, right? If he has so many hits, you believe the next movie could be a hit and you follow them. Similarly, that's how you connect. Okay. So, Buddy Teja, I think if you have time, you see how you connect the dots and how you can bring it up, how you can unfold, right? With the features that we have. And then we bring it up and then other people will pitch in and say whether they agree, disagree, constructive, agreements and disagreement for our collective enlightenment, right? It's a good idea to, bring up and let the team participate. All Things Sapiens give their thoughts. Oh, I don't agree with it. I do agree. Oh, this is a good company. It's a bad company. They don't have good financial. I think once we come up together, I think the more wisdom, right? Every one of us to contribute and, share the points of your view. I think that's a major phenomenal success story for all of us so that we don't mistake in ourselves before we investing. So we're absolutely confident. Oh, okay, I invested and Venu invested, Danu invested, all kind of Raj invested. And of course, at the end, you have to use your own, your own DD, due diligence, and, and then go from it. Once you feel it confident, then you pull the trigger. That's it. Right? That's how we do it.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Teja. Anyone, Things Sapiens, any thoughts, shares? I mean, you want to share your ideas?
Yes, Sairam. Vishnu here. Hope you remember me. Vishnu Narayan Reddy Gaddam.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I was thinking about you. Where were you? We were not seeing your post and you disappeared. I hope, Trump put you on safe ground. Being on H1 story.
Yeah.
I literally thought about you a couple times, buddy. Why, this Narayana is not posting, is all okay,
I felt like keep quiet and do your job. So, yeah.
Tell me your success story, buddy. Today, do you have CRVS or what's your success story?
You don't need to ask that question. So if you're in, I'm in.
My goodness.
So,
okay. So you have good smiles in your home.
Definitely.
Today.
So the story was simple. So basically, I'm in Los Angeles. So when I am so lazy to check the messages in the early morning. So when I see all the messages and then I see the CRVS touched a Friday like $9. So I sold like 70% of my stock. Then
CRVS?
Yeah, CRVS. I sold it 90%.
On Friday?
Friday after hours. So I saw one screenshot, but I didn't see your messages. So then I kept my phone and then I went to a power nap. So I woke up at 5:30, which is 8:30 EST. So the market is closed. Then I see your messages. Sairam message like, okay, he sold fake ONDS, Clar, and buy everything on the CRVS. I think, what the fuck is Sriram is doing? What is happening? And then I read all your messages. Oh God, the data is coming on Tuesday morning. I don't know what to do then. So I sold almost 7% stock. I sold it. Then today early morning, I didn't sleep. At 1 a.m. I woke up and 1:30 I woke up. I mean, I still didn't sleep. I mean, I still wake up. I bring it back, all my stocks back. So before going to bed, I bought like 50% of my portfolio on CRVS. And then I slept. So I didn't see at 4 a.m.
So you bought it 7 o'clock before the data announcement?
Yeah.
Wow, you caught it, buddy. Amazing.
Yeah. Even some orders I pre-order, like I placed it for 30 cents less, and then I slept. when I just woke up at around at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock PS, which means at 12 p.m.
You see
12
the
p.m.
magic.
EST. So I feel only one thing. So I read over all the messages, the stories and CRBS. I understand that it's going to be success definitely. So
Wow, you
I didn't
turned
think
around
much
like a
on that.
hero, buddy.
I
At
didn't
the
think.
ending scene, the hero comes and save the,
Same
it was
thing happened to
very
me.
interesting.
I bought today morning only. I had CRVS before. I sold second in the January first week. I cleaned up my portfolio, and then today morning only I bought it. I
But
was
where do you
regretting
have time, buddy? I think they announced it quickly, right? At
Friday
No,
evening.
they have
7:30.
Today
time.
was long weekend, right? So I was logging. I didn't check the messages in the Friday evening, and then today morning I woke up, and then I thought put for 11, 12, 13, started trading it and selling it in chunks.
Wow, that's a great story, buddy.
Teja is my buddy. Teja and me both are friends. He's opposite. He's like a round rabbit. I'm like Yuvraj Singh.
Wow. Where are you guys from? Which state?
Teja is in Atlanta, and I'm in Virginia.
Got you.
So the Sairam Garu, the story. Teja and my another friend both are joined ThinkSavvy. After my drug hit, you remember message I sent you one day? Drug I bought I bought on Thursday. On Friday I sold it and going to NC. And then I told those people, hey man, I made $3,000 in over one day.
Then I remember you now. You wanted to meet me too.
Exactly.
I remember that.
Then I put this guys from ThinkSavvy platform almost like 1 year back.
Yeah, thanks to you, Murli. So thanks to you.
Yeah, that's good, buddy. We want everyone to succeed. That's the bottom line here, right? We want everyone to build wealth. So your families and your parents back home, and you do a little bit charity. Don't forget that, please. A lot of students back home need help to study their schools, colleges, and all, right?
Sure.
Anyway, the story was really phenomenal, buddy. I was really looking. You were earlier so many posts, and I was thinking honestly, to be very truthfully, honestly, right? Where did this guy go? I was like, did Trump catch him for H-1B?
So I'm in safe. I'm in full time. So
No, I'm just kidding. But great story, buddy. We love to hear that you finally caught it at 7:10 or whatever. That's a phenomenal success.
Yeah. So technically, so I would say thanks to you because it's all credit goes to you. I just followed you. So the last one point I want to say, my account exactly 1.5 years ago, it was like whatever I invested, it was like 70 to 80% down. From there, exactly from the sound, after a few good stuff with today with CRVS, my account is 20 times.
Ooh, my goodness. Boy, we need your story, buddy, for ThinkSavvy to go to the next level.
Sure. So today, when I placed all the orders, when I buy for CRVS, I just was thinking about this pharma is always difficult. You can win or you can lose everything. So I still remember that ATYR pharma, put everything went to zero, right? So even I didn't feel anything this morning because I see all the data, whatever you have, the information. I read all the articles, whatever you posted. So I understand, okay, this should be a success. There is no chance to fail. Then I didn't feel anything. I just placed the order. I went to sleep. I woke up 9 o'clock. I see all the orders executed.
Your dream came true.
I woke up and then when I woke up, it's like $16, $17. I didn't sell it. I just keep it hold. I'm still going. 20 was touched. I still keep it hold. Maybe I will sell some of part. Maybe tomorrow.
Awesome, buddy. So your morning 7:20, your average is what? $7, $8?
Yeah, $7.99. Actually, I would say it's multiple actually. So I sold previously. I was selling like higher, and then when the dip, I would keep buying it. It's like it gave me like 3 times. I would say.
Okay. Very good, very good. But good story, buddy. We're happy to hear.
This morning, my average was like exact $80, $7.99.
Oh, that's phenomenal, buddy. Still, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. But
I didn't sell anything today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I thought like today is Tuesday. Hanuman is my favorite. So.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
But Lord Hanuman brought phenomenal success, buddy.
Yeah, I would say only
it's
one.
It's a belief system, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But happy to hear, buddy. I'm literally waiting to hear because you said you're following me. I hope I'm not messing you up.
No. I just keep quiet and then watching what's happening and then taking care of my actions. Just doing everything, just not posting it in the groups. That's it.
But earlier you used to do some posts, so we see those.
We'll definitely.
We need your success story so other audiences can also see your story, buddy.
I definitely post it.
Okay, thank you. Sure. Thank you for sharing. It's really,
Last one word. Om Sai, Sri Sai, Jai Jai Sai.
All right. All right. Thank you. Buddy, anyone else who want to share? This is really good stories, buddy. We love to hear. This is what this whole the meeting is about. We want to hear your story.
I just want to say a few words.
Yeah, Kalidas.
I got the car was like maybe.
Buddy, can you come close to your mic or we want
okay. Yeah, I'm using a very, very old computer. Okay. Yeah, I got these stocks like back in April, May, and I wasn't watching. It's not a big quantity also because I had very little money in my PCRA account. I don't know if you're aware of it. Schwab has something called PCRA. It's like a retirement stuff.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Okay, PCRA?
Yeah, PCRA.
Okay,
so, today I see my, they are like 5x because I got them below 5.
Wow.
My stocks are worth like 4x or 5x. I'm very happy. I mean, it's a great platform, Sai Garu, especially, what you have been explaining, right? You have a call with your team every morning, like 40 minutes, and you tell them, like different ideas.
Right.
Really, I mean, amazing, because we are just paying like $99 a year. That is like, we can't even get Netflix. Like,
that's true, buddy. That's very true.
So, I mean, really. So I mean, you are so thoughtful.
Thank you, buddy, for your honest feedback. Yes, ours is very economical. Our goal when we started is we want everyone, can afford and build wealth. That's the reason why we choose $9.99, which is very economical, right? Not too high to afford.
Really.
So with the data and information we are sharing, I think it's an absolute worth of $9.99. That's why this year our goal is to build our platform too, buddy, because right now we're still, as a company, we're still under losses, to be honest, as a company. Okay. So we need your help to, refer more people. We want to build too. We are capable, right? We are capable like anyone else out there, right? Motley Fool or whoever. We are doing definitely a great job with, we are showing the proof too, right?
Right. So, I mean, we have to raise our member count to like 10x, something like that. Because, I think that's where we get some funds, so you can do much better job, right? Like, on top of what you are doing already, build more tools. So my request is, I would be happy to meet in person later this year, as you mentioned. But then we can have a quarterly meeting like this one. Because this is more hands-on. Like we can ask a question directly instead of get lost, sometimes. So thank you so much. Really.
Absolutely, buddy. Kali, congratulations on your CRVS 4x or 5x story. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep up, buddy. And as someone said, retaining the money is very important, my friends. You made fortune today with the CRVS. Please consciously make your next decisions. Just don't jump on and think of making quick money on overnight kind of thing. Please safeguard the money that you earn tonight, right? So that is very important. Earning is one aspect, but saving that and putting into the right basket is very, very important. So stay humble, grounded, and pick your next stock. Don't rush, and please do research and feel confident. Then only go with it. That's my. I know I'm saying to myself too. Well, I'm telling you, stay grounded and pick the next good stock.
I just want to add something. Like this whole stock market thing is like very, very stressful. I'm sure everybody faced it. Like it was amazing to hear you spend only 10 minutes a day, look at the diamonds report and do some decision making. Like that's really so cool. So I just want to move into that direction, where I have to spend only those few minutes, like 15 minutes or half hour, and then give rest of the time to the job and family, the other important stuff like health and all that stuff, right?
Right. Right.
So yeah. Thank you, Saigar.
Yeah. Great, buddy. Thank you, Kalidas. Yeah. Anyone else, team? Think Sapiens, you wanted to share your success story, ideas, thoughts, questions, comments? Okay, cool. I think if no one has, I think we can conclude tonight. And thank you once again to every one of you, and Venu and Danu, especially you. On CRVS, you helped me with knowledge, and Danu, you helped me with the options point view. So today is a phenomenal success, and I really thank every one of ThinkSapiens also for your participation and your belief system more than any, and you trusted and you followed, right? The outcome was favorable. So let's continue this journey and have the open-minded and continue to work together and build wealth, right?
Yeah, 100%. Sai, thank you for the platform, and also very good to hear from many today that they had good success with CRVS. Definitely, good insight from Venu. Not only on that, but many bio, and from that spark of information, you uplift it to next level like Rajamouli, right? So that's where the picture becomes bigger. Glad it is working. And we hope as a team, we continue to find more gems, and many people benefit from everybody's contribution. Yeah.
Absolutely. Danu, I mean, many of you know Danu, who is also, relentlessly works for ThinkSabio as a volunteer. And he has contributed significantly many stocks. I personally benefited from his research, like RGTI and many more stocks, right? Many more stocks. So his contributions are also monumental and significant. So I would request every ThinkSapiens to come up from your research. We have great data in ThinkSabio, and put it out, leave it out. Hey, what do you think of this stock? So we'll all look at it and see, oh, this is good, bad, whatnot, right? So let's have the group participation, ThinkSapiens. And this is not rocket science, my friends. I'm telling you, when we started in 2018, I don't know anything about stock market, nothing. I don't know what is the stock split, what is profitable, whatnot, right? Even today, I don't know what is EPS, how they calculate earnings per share. And again, I pose the same question. If I want to board an aircraft, why do I need to know the mechanics of the aircraft, right? That is why, you focus what is more important, right? So I think it's not rocket science, just to, learn, from the people, from the platform, from the knowledge. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is great, as you know. And let's continue to work, and we are going to, make a big difference with your wealth if you do it right way. You make your families happy, and you will be proud. And financial independence is an absolute, sweet thing, my friends. You can go to beach, you can go to, anywhere you want once you are financially independent, right? No worry about the job, right? No worry about someone firing you. You don't need to worry about it once you build your financial, story. Okay. That being said, I thank you everybody joining for a quick meeting without much notice. I really appreciate that. And we'll continue to have more calls like this, and we'll have open questions, and we'll learn from each other. Right? Thank you all, and good night. We'll see more success stories coming up. Okay? Thank you. Good night.